Hey guys, it's late winter, creeping up on early spring, and I ended up running the mill yesterday, first time in quite a few months, and there's been some things in the fall when I stopped using it that I wanted to take care of, and this video is mainly going to be about replacing some bearings, some tune-up, some mill maintenance before I start running it quite a bit this spring and summer. A few things I wanted to kind of address is the clutch. When I first built the mill, I saved some money, kind of cut a corner and got a 1-inch clutch that was about $80 clutch rather than maybe a $200 clutch for it. And it's been making more and more noise. I think the bearings or bushings are starting to go out in it. So I'm going to take it apart and see if it's rebuildable. If it's not, I'm just going to get a nicer clutch for it. Mill works so good that it's worth putting the money into. Mainly replacing all the guide bearings and put a new spark plug in it, a few other tune-up things, and get it ready for the spring. So stay tuned and check out the video. Thanks. And it says it's made in New York, so pull it apart and see if we can get some needle bearings for it and rebuild it. So let's pull this apart. It looks like it has a little bit of a retaining clip here. Alright, got that off. So it looks like it's just a bushing clutch, no needle bearings. So I'll see if I can find another bushing for this. One more thing I'm going to do while I have the clutch apart is I'm going to take off all 4 pads and weigh them, see how many grams they are, and then go through and drill out these holes a little bit and try to lighten the clutch pads a little bit, which should change the RPM engagement speed. Alright, it's about a week later and I got all my tune-up parts in. New air filter, secondary foam air filter cover, and bearings. I only needed 2, but I got a 10-pack for so cheap online. I just got them all. And new spark plug. I've been having problems with my starter solenoid once in a while, clicking and not engaging the starter, so got a fresh one. New clutch bushing, and I was originally going to drill out this clutch and lighten it, make the engagement speed a little higher, but I found online that you can replace the springs. The stock ones I got came in here were orange springs. I think they engage at 1800. Yellow springs kick in at 2000. So we'll give those a try and see how that works. So I'm going to tap this old bushing out. Found a socket that should fit inside right here, and give it a few taps, see if it comes out easy. There it goes. Got the old one out. Alright, going to tap the new one in here. There we go. This is a rarity these days. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right down here it says made in USA. Surprising. Here's the old starter solenoid, and there's a new one. It'll be kind of nice to get them get a fresh one on here. Last few months I'd go to turn it on, the old one would click and I'd have to bridge these 2 contacts to get it to start. Only thing I see is different is the orientation on the lugs are a little different, but I think it should work out just fine. Alright, from here on we're going to air down the tires and take the blade off. I'm going to replace the front bearings here and the back bearing right here on the guides, and I'll show you a little more how those come apart. The second set of bearing guides all finished, and I was pretty excited about throwing a blade on it and doing a little milling, but it seems to be getting too wet out here today, so I'm just going to hold off for another day to start milling on this thing. Hey guys, well I'm back. Sun's out, it's a few weeks later, and weather's a lot nicer and warmer. Got the mill wrapped up, and we're going to mill down these little toothpicks. Little cedar logs my friend brought up. He wanted some logs cut up, so stick around and we'll wrap up the video with some milling. One thing I don't think I've ever mentioned before is I added about a gallon of water in here for my blade lube, and I usually add about a half a cup of pine saw to it. I think it just helps cut down on the sap. So a little tip, I'm sure there's a lot of other things people use out there, but it works for me. Alright you guys, got a nice little pile of western red cedar from our friend. I think he's going to be building a picnic table out of it. If you liked the video, hit like and subscribe, and stick around. The next few months I'm going to be starting on a small bandsaw mill from scratch. Something that's a little more portable, you can put in the back of a truck and take it to a friend's house. So stick around. Thank you.